Hey everybody, the Ranter here. I had originally planned to start this channel on a few audio-only rants, kinda like what I'm doing right now, but it sort of fell through and I ended up starting with Let's Plays. However, I did just see a movie, Wrath of the Titans. In fact, it should be in the video title, obviously. But I could do just a quick review of it. You know, maybe get used to the rants, reviews type thing, and maybe do some more in the future. So yeah, Wrath of the Titans. It's a sequel to Clash of the Titans, which came out a year or two ago, I think. There's not much to say about it. It's accurate enough to Greek mythology, I suppose. I don't want to give away any spoilers, or too many spoilers at the very least. So, yeah, there were a few things that really bugged me. Now, this is going to sound completely, not politically incorrect, however it would be, but one of the big things that bugged me, there were two women who were fighting in the army. Now, back in the days of Greece and Sparta, this was not a thing that would happen. There were no women in the army. So, it was all men. However, in this movie, there are two women, and they're actually huge plot points. The even bigger thing that bugs me is that one of these women is the queen of just, like, this entire large area. Queen Andromeda, as her character is. And she is very prominent through the entire movie, big fighter, and, these men follow her and allow her to fight, which wouldn't happen. She would be a queen, she would be ruling. She would not be fighting, and I mean, if I'm wrong about this, feel free to correct me, but last I knew, that was not a thing. Another big thing that really bugged me was the fact that, they threw in modern ideas and, terms and such, and, the women fighting would be an example of that, I suppose. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. Another thing, spoiler, but towards the end, this one guy says, "Fire the artillery," and they fire off some trebuchets. At least they did fire off trebuchets, but back in those days, it was not called artillery, it was fire the trebuchets, because you were firing trebuchets. So, yeah, that bugged me. Of course, if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong about any of this so far. But I just want to make sure that, I'm not talking out of my ass here. Otherwise, Wrath of the Titans was a pretty good movie. I personally wasn't a fan of the first one, Clash of the Titans. It just wasn't fun to watch. This one, going into it, I realized it was just going to be a large string of a dude fighting a thing, the same dude fighting another thing, fighting a bigger thing, leading up to him fighting the biggest thing of all. And that's exactly what it was, and it was enjoyable for what it was. It just wasn't much. Now, Liam Neeson is in this, and he does amazing as always. He's a pretty big part. He's Zeus, the main god. And, he plays his part magnificently, because he is magnificent. I love Liam Neeson. He's an amazing actor. Right up there with Bruce Willis, Sean Connery, a couple others I can't think of. Not Chuck Norris, maybe Mr. T. But, yeah, so it was a pretty good movie. A few new characters from the last movie. Perseus is still the main. He has a son now who plays sort of a part, but, and then there's the son of Poseidon who ends up coming with, called the Navigator. He calls himself that later on in the movie. But, really, it's okay, I suppose. If I wanted to sum up the entire movie in one quote, it would be, Helios, get the weapons. Because, yeah, fighting. I don't know, that probably just sounds stupid to add right in there. But otherwise, good movie, pretty good time. I'd say, see it in theaters? Probably not. A rental, definitely. If you're into that kind of thing, I suppose, if you want to buy it. Otherwise, go see it in theaters if you're really into that thing. I did not see it in 3D. It was possible to see it in 3D. but I didn't because I strongly believe that 3D is complete bullshit. It's just not worth what they advertise. It really just pops some things out. It's really a worse time than if you were to see the movie in 2D, as I did. But, so yeah, okay movie. Go see it if you want, don't if you don't. I'll have to see if I can get some more audio reviews like this going. Just rants and stuff, because, as it is, I'm the ranter, signing out.